Okay, well, there's a weird camera angle. New equipment! Jordan setting up his radio.
Well, unfortunately, they run CDs, and I didn't bring a CD with me, so kind of see if I can get something to work here.
Well, that's good.
On this.
Yeah, Kenneth and I have a ton of radios, so that'll work. Well, and the three of us just managed to get lined up here, side by side. This was not planned, but it just worked out that way. Hi, Kenneth.
Driver's meeting right here, 9:45.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh, tell me about your dog.
Her name is Princess Leia.
Oh my gosh.
She is going to be 6 months old this week.
Oh, how cute. Hi, Princess Leia.
This is her first Moab trip.
Oh, how much fun. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We're going to go off that way. And this is just some of Kenneth's little ducklings. There's far more even over the hill.
How many people is this your first time on Backwardsville? Yeah, me too. How many times is this your first Jeep Safari? Yeah, me too. This is my third year leading this trail in this time slot. So.
Since this is a run that Kenneth and I were both working, there's not a lot of chance to get out and take video of each other. And that's fine. We have a responsibility, we're working the trail. In fact, you're going to see in this video some of the things that the gunners and leaders have to deal with that happen or can happen on some of these trails. At least we have the wolf box footage to be able to show you some of what's going on. Mid-gunner 1 has come to a stop behind the stationary group. So I've been playing with my new Wolfbox 900, and oh my gosh, that I got this for my birthday. Thank you, Kenneth. I currently have it on split screen, so I can see on this side the front view, and I've got a back view there. Both recording, oh, there we go, 4K on the front camera and 1080p on the rear camera. So that's just the settings I've got it on now. That is just so cool. I just love this Wolfbox. So this Wolfbox is the 3-camera version, and I'm thinking about mounting the other camera up there, looking at the passengers in the vehicle, so that you can see some of my reactions as I pull really stupid stuff on stupid obstacles. You got to see me go, oh boy. But I think that'd be great. I mean, it's kind of meant for like Ubers and that kind of thing for interior cameras. Maybe I'm using it a little bit like that, but it's going to be more for what I'm doing, you know, playing in Penny. Having a good time. Penny's doing perfectly. Even got the Insta360 out a little bit, learning how that works. And you know, everything she's doing is doing great. My problem is operating the Insta360 boom at the same time I'm trying to do a clutch and a steering wheel. Just be glad we're doing all of this at really slow speeds. Oh boy.
And then Jordan let me know why the vehicle in front of me was pulling tools out.
Hi.
Hola. So the guy in front of you, front locker's not working,
Oh.
but you can oil out of the air locker solenoids.
And the good news is that this little duckling also was able to get his problem fixed and continue on with his great week. That's pretty cool. And then another problem cropped up, and this one required a little bit more assistance. But I will tell you, it does also have a happy ending.
All right, what do I get to help you with?
Think we lost four-wheel drive in their lockers.
Okay, shouldn't need lockers. Just good.
Yeah, but we can't even clear the one down there. We had a hard time coming up that, which we never do.
All right.
So
Yeah, we have nothing right. It seems like we have nothing right now. Nothing
Really?
forward.
Okay.
Help up here?
Yeah, oh, there's a obstacle, and then we have,
we can't do the obstacle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's downhill, thankfully.
Yeah. We're not sure if we can. I tried to get up here and she just would not go.
All right, Kenneth's walking down here, too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pull up here, and we'll see what we can do to help. That
right,
way I can let the group go.
All right.
So just stopped to help one of our ducklings. Couldn't get it four-wheel drive functional, and couldn't get the lockers to work because of that. This isn't a trail that you really need that with, but a lot of people still, I mean, you need four-wheel drive, obviously, but lockers not so much. So they're trying to decide what to do with them. There's a possibility I may be escorting them out. I don't know. We'll see. But Penny can pull. So we'll have to see what's going on. Jordan to the rescue. He helped get it into four-wheel drive solidly, and we're continuing
Are you
on.
dropping it in front of him?
I guess so.
Did I hear that right?
Yeah. I told Kenneth I'm not worried about it. He's in 4 low now.
Yeah, as long as it stays there and doesn't
Either the
pop
cable
out.
Stretched or it won't pop out.
Okay. So yeah, I'm hanging out behind him, you getting in front of him. Okay. Jordan, hang back.
We can't get her to shift out of, because she's in driving forward low, but she won't shift out first. It's like she's in limp mode.
Yeah. Any CLs on the dash? Any check engine lights on the dash?
Yeah, check engine light.
So Jordan, we threw a check engine light. It's in limp mode now. All right, moving out. Honk if anything goes wrong. Just beep beep.
If you watched our arrival video, you know exactly where we're at. This is the circle area, and we're really close to the Wipeout Hill trailhead, where we are taking our injured duckling to. And we now have them up to Highway 313 They're going to limp back home, get their transmission fixed, and we're going to see them on the trail later this week. Kenneth held the group at the Y where he had them have lunch. We caught back up, shenanigated a little bit, had our lunch, and proceeded on. Look closely on the driver's side here. It's not every day you get to mosey through the setup of Jeep's concept vehicles. This was really cool. I'll take that one, and that one, and that one over there, and that one, and that one, and... And Jeep must have known I was coming because they put the two I like the best on the far end. Very cool. And now we are at the Wipeout Hill obstacle. I picked up a passenger. Let's listen in to what she has to say.
Now, she has no sway bars.
Okay.
So she's a little bit bouncy and tipsy.
Okay.
But I trust her 110%.
Oh, look at the cameras.
Oh yeah, she's got cameras all over her. Both of those are recording. I also have that camera too. Okay, so you hug the sidewall here. And then you pop up this.
Up the top of this?
Yep. You're up.
Ah,
Now there's still more here.
right here, and then
We're gonna pop up this.
God, she will crawl up anything.
Oh, she's a
won't she?
tank. I love this rig so very much. Rockers off.
And it's a manual.
Yep, she's
I
stick.
just pulled my manual transmission out.
Did you?
And put an 8-speed automatic in.
Oh my gosh, that's impressive.
Just because stuff like this
Uh-huh.
scares the shit out of me if I stall it.
Yep. So Kenneth is now staging to show the easy line.
Okay.
I am looking for a place to brace a front tire in case I have to winch.
Okay.
That'll do.
And no winching was needed, so now I get to back up and rejoin the line in my assigned gunner position. I think I had 7 or 8 rigs to get up here, including one really awesomely built Toyota. And, there's a different line for 2 doors and 4 doors. Some people needed spotted, some people didn't. And I was really, really happy to be able to talk through my spotting technique with others and also learn a little bit from others as well. We all share when we go off-roading. Yes, indeed, I'm still learning how this Insta360 camera is going to work for me. Interesting seams I'm seeing, some interesting angles. I'll get used to it. So we got to our intended lunch spot, got the classic picture in front of Monitor Merrimack, and then we got a picture of Penny, and then we located Blue in the lineup. And then one more thing happened I wanted to share with you in case you're ever in front of a gunner or basically in front of anybody else. You know, not everybody takes every obstacle the first time. And when I stopped and watched this vehicle take a couple of tries, well, I knew I needed to get out and see if they needed spotted. Turned out they didn't. But I got in, Penny, and then looked ahead, and look, there's no one in front of me. One of the cardinal rules of off-roading is always keep the person in your rear view mirror in sight. That's so they can see you take some turns. And of course, yeah, I kind of know where we're going here. Kenneth said he wanted to go to the Uranium Arch, so that's where we're headed. I knew I would catch up with the group if I could get my ducklings to stay with me, but of course I also had to watch behind me and make sure I didn't outrun anybody. The thing is, Kenneth decided that because it was later in the day now, he was not going to go to Uranium Arch. And that led to some confusion.
Kenneth, at the Uranium Arch sign, which way did you guys go?
So I headed down the maze of trails down to Uranium Arch, and you can kind of see it there right in front of Penny. Well, that was a mistake. So I now have 2/3 of the group going down into the arch when I should have taken a left.
The correct path was a left, and we didn't actually go down to the arch.
Great. Okay, well, I did, and I'm going to have to figure out a way out here.
Eventually, we caught back up with the group, and, lesson already learned. 2/3 of the group got to see the Uranium Arch, the first third didn't, and, we're all caught up, we have a story to tell, we have a lesson learned. That's all we'll say about that. And in case you were wondering, yes, we did hear from our limp duckling that we left back on the highway earlier, and they did make it back to town safely. They stopped at the BFG tent, they tried to clear the code, but it just won't go out of limp mode. They did find a shop, they did get it fixed, and they were able to join us on a trail later this week. That is really awesome news, and we're really glad for that. So this was quite the first video using the Wolfbox G900 and also the Insta. Not a whole lot of video direct of us, and that's simply because we were working the trail. It's not like it's polite to get out and take pictures of yourself when you're supposed to be helping others. So that's why you see a lot of Wolfbox today. If you like what we do, like, subscribe, share. More to come on EJS 2025.